Okay, so a quick fire section here. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
A bit of both.
More at home on the podium or out with the people?
Again, a bit of both. I'm not afraid of my role as a politician in terms of being up front and in front of the media and answering those questions. But I take a lot of energy in my job from being out and about and talking to people and hearing directly from people on the ground.
If you weren't a politician, what would you be?
To be honest, I don't know. I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about that lately. There hasn't been a lot of time to think about that lately. I do love doing things, practical things. I like to build things. I like to make things. So maybe something in that area.
Who is the political leader that you admire most?
It depends whether you're talking sort of current or former.
Whichever.
Clearly I admire some great international leaders. Barack Obama is someone who I admire enormously. Even people who perhaps have a slightly different political take but have contributed a huge amount to the world. Angela Merkel, the former Chancellor of Germany, I think is someone we could, even if might not agree with everything, but just can absolutely respect the leadership role that she played over a long period of time.
You really love politics, don't you?
I definitely do, yeah.
Is this a tougher job than you thought?
It's got different aspects to it, to what I thought. I thought it would kind of be like a cabinet minister, but just, with more stuff. It's actually entirely different to being a cabinet minister, and that bit kind of did surprise me. Just the nature of the pressure that you're under is different to being a cabinet minister. So it's not just sort of a cabinet minister, but a notch up. It is entirely different. But I get a lot of support in the job as well.
How would you score yourself so far out of 10 as PM?
I hate the ranking out of 10 thing. I've never been good on ranking myself on any of these scales, so I'm not going to.
An A, a B, or a C?
Well, I certainly hope I get a pass.
You're a dad now. How did becoming a parent change you?
Look, I always find talking about family really difficult because I try very hard not to talk about family, but there's no doubt that becoming a dad settled me down a little bit and perhaps gave me a little bit more perspective on things, a little bit more chance to sort of remove myself from work on a day-to-day basis and just focus on sort of the basics of life, which you do when you're a parent. And so it's probably made me a bit more of a grounded person.
It's a thing that happens for lots of people. Craft beer or Lion Brown?
Oh, that's tricky. It depends where I am. So we have an amazing set of craft breweries in Upper Hutt in my hometown, and I'll always try and sample their wares when I'm there. If I go to the Cosy Club though in Upper Hutt, it might be a pint of tui.
IQ or EQ?
Hopefully just the right amount of each.
And any regrets in life, Prime Minister?
Life's too short for regrets. I always believe if you look back on your life, you'll think of things that if I was going to go back and do that again, maybe would I do things differently? Undoubtedly, there's heaps of those. But if you spend all your time thinking about that, you don't take the opportunities that are right in front of you. So I think you always have to keep kind of looking forward. Life is too short for regrets. The mistakes that we make in the past, the things we do in the past, which we might look back on and think, what was I thinking when I did that? They're actually the things that make us who we are and actually help us to shape our futures.
It seems like we have ended this interview where we started. Prime Minister, thank you so much.
Thank you.